Bro, that's Marilyn Monroe's ass. I never thought she was pretty, and this whole time I've been like, why is she, like, famous for being hot? Donk.
JFK
in the
saw
fucking 60s.
I was saying was I'm surprised AI hasn't caught up to the point where like in a movie, you know, you can like in a movie they'll pull a photo off an SD card and it'll be a blurry piece of shit, and they'll go, hold on,
Enhance.
zoom in, enhance, and it goes,
And pixels.
and then it goes, and then it all comes together, and it's the clearest photo you've ever seen in your fucking life.
And then they print it up, and the guy rips it off
Yeah.
the thing. And go, find this man.
Now imagine if you had that when you were younger, jerking off
For,
on like just like some bitch at your school.
just, yeah, a random. Or, I think about that, what a creep you would be before, because when you're young and you don't have, like, morals developed yet, you're just, like, fiending. If you had, like, those glasses that let you just...
Record?
I mean, the glasses Iron Man had a decade ago are pretty much about to be real.
Yeah.
And if you're just walking around school and, yeah, you're walking behind a girl up the stairs and she has a skirt on and you have glasses on
Disgusting.
that let you fucking do things.
No. The mind of a disgusting
There's this
youth.
porn I watch that it's a girl blowing a guy in the stairwell of a high school, and it infuriates me that
Really?
was happening in a high school while my dumbass
This is
was in
amateur
class.
porn.
Obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
This isn't like some production. They didn't rent out a stairwell.
No.
This is a sneaky blowjob.
The girl is a absolute whore.
Really?
It's nuts. I guess I should say it's a college and
Busty?
not a high school, probably.
It's a college.
Yeah.
You fucking creep.
But where it takes my brain is to, I mean, either or sucks. I wasn't doing anything, but just being like, God. People just coming back from a bathroom break, aka getting their dick sucked.
Yeah, well, like you were saying, like just knowing someone in school had sex, and you're like, wait, you're getting laid in high school? What?
Why didn't anyone
What
tell
the
me?
fuck what are you talking
Why
about?
didn't anyone tell me?
I jerk off to her photo. What are you talking
This is
about?
crazy.
No, you brought up those glasses, those meta glasses. I had this thought today, actually. And this is going to play great into our business we've been talking about. How easy would it be to bootleg movies now? Boop. I'm just saying.
What's the runtime on those glasses?
I don't fucking know. Live stream it, baby.
The best one ever was the guy that just had a controller and live streamed UFCs and acted like he was playing video games.
What?
He put himself in the corner and held a controller and just did this the whole time and then live streamed the UFC behind him. And then uploaded it as video games.
That's fucking smart.
Yeah.
That's genius.
Everyone was like, dude.
You're the But he was at the events?
No, not like a bootleg like that, but like a stream.
Oh,
or
I
whatever.
see what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah.
I see what you're saying. Damn, that's fucking smart.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
And it's just him in the corner like, oh.
That should be allowed.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like bootlegging, like you snuck the camera in. You got the right
You did
angle.
it. If I did it, it should be allowed.
Versus the
have better
glasses, it's
security.
like-
Yeah, have better security or something. They used to have those things like in front of movies that would like sense, or like as the movie started, someone would come out with like these little goggle things and it would sense like IR shit on like a camera, like the autofocus.
Interracial.
Yeah, exactly.
It would
search
see
out
any of the interracial couples in the audience and be like, officer, get him. He's corrupting our youth. No.
No. It was a white guy with a black girl.
Exactly.
Yeah. Typical honk behavior.
The white devil demonizing the
Yeah.
community.
I feel like you don't see many white guys with black girls.
I feel like they're out there.
Sometimes.
They're just not as
Prevalent.
they're not as like what's the word? Not
Well,
like stereotype-ish, I guess.
okay.
You know what I mean? It's not like I'm much of a thing as
Yeah.
but
As
I'm
I
just
said
out
that,
there.
I thought of 3 people I know that
Yeah.
are with a black girl.
I think it happens. I think they sync up more on like nerd level. I think like nerdier black
I could see
and
that.
white people, black girls and white guys.
Or you go like J-Rock level.
Oh, yeah. When you're wigged out.
Yeah.
That's priority number one is obtaining an ebony queen. An African princess is the name of the game. Absolutely.
Let me see that moose.
Warm it up. While we're talking ass real quick, you might have to pop into that top tab real quick, that current.
Current pod?
Yeah.
Your private folder.
Bro, that's Marilyn Monroe's ass. I never thought she was pretty, and this whole time I've been like, why is she like famous for being hot? Donk in
JFK
the
saw
fucking 60s.
JFK saw it.
In the 60s, people who weren't punk. You know what I also
JFK
was
tapped that.
curious about?
And I killed her.
Do you think, because we talk bad about like the GMOs and stuff a lot, do you think GMOs are why like girls got bigger and why they have like bigger butts and stuff now?
What if that's
because
what
they
it
say
all
that's
is?
why girls got tits earlier now is because of all the hormones in the food and
I
stuff.
can see that.
So I wonder, because that's a big ass to have while food is still food. And
That's
it's
a
not
fat
like,
ass.
I know it's on a bike and that's like pretty optimal, but you can see the waist ratio. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Well, she's big for a reason.
I
know what I
just
mean?
found out today.
Yeah.
I never thought she was hot,
Happy
like pretty in the face. Yeah, that shit sucks. I was like, why do we care about this lady? Why do people still talk about her?
This lady sucks. Hey, that's why.
She was riding around London in that. Oh, this fucking White Lotus just depicts Italians basically as rapists.
Really?
There's like multiple scenes where they're like, oh, all these Italian men are just undressing me with their eyes. And they don't depict them as like smooth, like European dudes. They're just guys being like, oh.
I like it, your body.
Just like staring and like looking her up and down. They're like, oh. It's very,
It's disgusting.
it's a crazy
Well, that's
show.
what you're saying. You're saying the show is real libbed out.
I don't know. I think it's just trying to be like thought provoking. I think a lot of dumb couples sit on their couch after watching that show and they're like discussing like I think it's like thought provoking to them. Like it really raises some issues in between a guy and a girl where they're like, "Wait, you're on their side?"
Yeah.
And the guy's like, "Well, yeah, obviously." Dude, a kid literally called out his father and grandfather. They're in Sicily. They're at a place from Godfather 2, and the grandpa's all excited, and the dad, who's a dick, is even like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the kid is like,
Do they acknowledge Godfather too?
that's the whole, yeah, they're there for that. Like,
That's cool.
they're on like a tour of
Yeah.
the scenes of the movie.
The
or whatever.
countryside.
So he's like, the dude just says like, Godfather, one of the best movies ever made. And the kid's like, no, it isn't. And they're like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, you would think it's one of the best movies ever made. And they're like, what do you mean?
Why?
He's like, well, you guys have been like conditioned because, you know, that's back in the good old days where guys could just do what they want and treat women how they want and just use violence as a means to an end. And the guys are like, what are you talking about?
Can you imagine?
They're like, it's a good movie. And he's like, well, you only think that because you've been conditioned to think that that's what what masculinity is. And he's like, no, they made that movie because that's how guys are hardwired, is to like shit like that.
Yeah.
That's how that
you
works.
Fucking fat.
Yeah, you want to reach into the fucking screen and like pummel this guy.
But this is also like this. These are people that go home and watch Euphoria.
I
like-
think so. So to them, it's like.
Yeah.
So I don't want to call it a lived up show because it's probably like painting us in the best light compared to most things that are in the mainstream.
Yeah.
But still, me watching it, I'm like, fuck,
That's
hey,
insane. That's crazy.
it's gay as hell.
That's fucking wild. Godfather 2 is a great movie.
The kid's like trying to impress some girl, and he's got like. Me and him aren't similar, but we have the one thing in common. It's like the only thing I've identified in the show, but you can't enjoy it because the kid's a fag. Like I said, there's nothing
Yeah.
else like about. But his thing is like he's just nice to girls, and then it never like goes anywhere. And so a girl basically tells him that, and then like
Like you're too nice.
you need to be like more aggressive or whatever, and he takes that just to mean like. Instead of asking, like, can I kiss you now? He's
Well,
like,
I'll rape this
I'm going to
girl.
kiss you now.
Wow.
And, like, goes, or, like, she told him she'd hang out with him later, and she'd met up with, like, an actually cool guy, and they're clearly about to go fuck, and he's like, I thought we were gonna hang out, and it's like, this is your idea of like being more aggressive, as being a spaz.
Can you fucking imagine, like, just like that in general, or like
I want to give it some credit for trying to represent things, but then it just flubs it.
But like, it's crazy to think people are like that. You know what I mean? Like people, like we believe a lot of dumb shit, right? But some people are full blown in the psyop of like, well, you're conditioned to like that because that's back in the good old days when a man could, stand up and be a man. It's like, what are you talking about?
Does that mean you're conditioned to think this way? Like,
yeah, like what are you saying?
Can't you just say that about anything?
It's incredible.
Anything that's not a completely original thought, you could just be like, well, you're only saying that because.
No. I misgender people on accident constantly at work. Just because they come in and I'm like, how we doing, man? And I go, wow, you are...
It's kind of on them if they're leaving.
It is! That's what I'm saying!
In the gray area?
That's what I'm saying. You're in a gray... It's like to a point where it's like... And then I'll do it once and I'll say, what's up, man? And I'll go, ooh. And then in my head, I'm like, oh,
well, sometimes you're just going by the name before you can even like see him good. So you're just like, oh, it's a guy named so and then you... Oh.
Yeah. Well, you got that excuse. No glasses. I can see just fine.
They don't care, though.
I could size them up coming in. Yeah.
They don't care about my excuse.
No, they don't give a shit. But no, I just think of the day of someone being like, actually, I'm a woman and you misgendered me. And I gotta be like,
well, that's the other thing about this show is it feels
my
like
bad.
Years too late.
That's what I mean. This should have came out in like 2020.
Oh, there was something else that popped up that was just. In the first season, the concierge was the gay guy, and now this season, the concierge is a lady, and they're just making her a lesbian. And so it's like very odd.
The classic move.
Like you're just able to see it come. I don't know. It's strange to me. But there was something else in it that was very like an issue of years ago that they were acting was like groundbreaking. It felt like watching Rogan, where you're like, why are you still talking about like pronouns? Like no one talks about pronouns anymore.
Who gives a fuck?
We won, bro.
Yeah. It's over.
We won.
Yeah, like, why are you still bringing it up?
Up about
let it die. Like, no. Rogan's been a fucking... I'm done. We talk about Rogan enough.
It's true.
But we're sick of it.
It's true.
Talk about something that matters, like the dead Pope.
Who cares?
I look more into the actual... We were talking about, like, what happens afterwards. It's like a whole fucking weird-ass process.
There's a black and an Asian in the running.
Stop it.
Or, well, there's multiple, but some of them are not. There's like a big running of who's technically on the ballot, I guess.
How Asian? Like considerably Asian?
Philippines, I believe.
Okay. Not like Chinese. No. Okay. Looks like island Asian.
I'm not going to say what he looks like.
Where's the black guy from?
Africa.
Really?
Not South Africa. Not South Africa. I don't know why I did that. Africa.
Yeah. Interesting. An Asian pope would be wild. A black pope would be wild.
They'll never do it.
You don't think so?
Because it's not run by American identity politics. This is Italy.
This is old Orsini.
They're going to get a white guy.
Yeah, they're going to get a fucking wop.
Yeah. It's funny because there's guys on the ballot. It just kind of listed them like, who's more conservative or liberal than the other ones, and versus the last pope.
This is the person who's going to run the world.
The Catholic Christian world. Catholic world.
Well, the Vatican has ties. Who knows what the fuck they're running?
They don't run it.
They're a
figurehead.
They're connected.
They're an extension.
They're connected.
They're a hand, though, not a shoulder.
I mean, they're fucking connected.
To the shoulder. Their hand.
They were saying that's part of the big three. Like the city of London, D.C., and the Vatican.
Yeah, but I'm saying the Pope isn't running the fucking world. That's my point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who knows what
if you're saying the Vatican as like the
organization.
The Orsini, that shit,
yeah.
the black Pope,
yeah,
and the gray Pope. I love that shit because it feels like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, where it's like you get a banger of one. It's like, all right, let's get some variations off that guy. I can't just have Dark Magician. Let's get some like Dark Magician Girl.
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly.
Some spinoffs.
God.
But yeah, some of the popes on the ballot, I guess, are like more. They like don't like some of the changes the new guys made. So it is funny for like a gay guy.
They want to go like more traditional.
Yeah, so if a gay guy who under the last pope's reign like came out to his parents because dude was like, it's not a sin to be gay, and now this guy gets in office or whatever and is like, actually it is. Pretty sure that guy was fucking drunk because it says right here, don't be fucking gay.
Well, you know what this guy, you know how like people get down and they kiss the ring of the Pope?
Yeah.
You ever see that?
That's closeted homosexuality.
This guy was like, we're not doing that. Shake my fucking hand. So it'd be funny for them to be like, how would you get down and fucking kiss? You know what they call that ring? They call it the fisherman's ring. Fish. I guess I think
Jesus fish.
Something about the fuck was it? St. Peter was a fisherman. Apparently, it's a St. Peter ring. Do you know what? Do you want to hear what happens after he dies? It's a weird ass fucking that weird shit. It's fucking weird. So the Pope's death is first confirmed by a medic, who's then called the Charmalengo, some Italian word, some WAP word. That's the Vatican's administrator. He calls the Pope by his baptismal name. He shouts it 3 times. Orsini! After there's no response, he's pronounced dead. So they basically yell at him 3 times and they go, all right, he's dead. He's gone. Next guy comes in. They hit him on his head with a silver hammer. That's just tradition at this point.
Werewolf.
Yeah, they fucking tap him with a silver hammer. There's then the period called the Sede Vacante. That basically just means the seat's vacant. There's no Pope. Then they start their like mourning process or some shit. And then the dude that pronounces him dead, they like section off his quarters and they put this red ribbon and shit so nobody goes in and like fucks with his shit. They then take that fisherman's ring and they destroy it, I guess, in front of everybody. They go fucking, because I guess that ring, I don't know if it's different, but that's also a seal. They seal shit with it. They fucking break it with some special hammer, not the hammer they hit the Pope with. They then mourn for 9 days. I guess there's a funeral. There's a bunch of other shit. And there's a bunch of fucking weird shit. Then the cardinals all gather for a meeting in the church. They talk about the conclave. Then they conclave. They all lock themselves in the fucking, anybody under 80. So if you're 80, you can't vote. They all lock each other lock up in the Sistine Chapel and they fucking vote. And it takes days or some shit. And then they burn the votes and they watch this fucking chimney. And when it's black smoke, they haven't figured it out yet. When the smoke goes white, they fucking freak out. And it's like, oh, they figured out the Pope. Isn't that weird?
Well, it feels like magic.
That's what I mean. It's fucking weird. Apparently it's to keep like secrecy. So you don't have to open up the doors and say, hey, we figured it out.
Oh, no, well, that is whatever. I'm talking about like the hammers and stuff.
That's weird.
Using a true name.
Yeah, that's weird shit. I don't know. I was reading that. I was like, these people follow
Those
this
are
shit?
sacred rites.
These people follow this shit?
rituals.
Like, what the fuck are we, like,
That's magic.
people don't think this is fucking weird?
And then what do? Go and tell you not to do magic. What happens when one of their guys dies? They do a bunch of fucking magic shit.
A bunch of fucking weird magic
Yeah.
shit. No, exactly. Exactly.
Hey, everybody, just put your guy in a box and bury him. Don't hit his head with a hammer like we've done for thousands of years.
A silver hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to unlock the brains so spirit can go free.
Yeah.
No. That's fucked up. I think about that shit. And then when we were at that museum with the mummies, it's like, what if we're not doing something right? What if they figured out how to get past the fucking soul collector on the moon?
I feel like that's the only reason why you would have to do that shit.
Yeah, why would you fucking pull someone's brain out with a hook? Like, for what? Fill them with some fucking goo, put some coins on their eyes, and fucking wrap them up. Like, what?
I hate how people roll their eyes when I show them the stuff where the brain looks like all the Egyptian, like Eye of Horus and Falcon.
Oh
I'm like,
no, you'll be.
what are you talking about? It's it's the spitting image, and they're like, that doesn't feel like a coincidence to you. It's like one maybe, but they got 7 things that look like brain things.
No, I'd explain that to Bonky, and he would.
Bonk hated all that.
I do the same thing. He'd be like, you don't think that's just a coincidence? It's like, yeah, I mean, maybe one. Yeah, like maybe one of them. But like, here's some facts for you, brother. And you lay out a bunch of shit, and it's like, well, I'm sure all that's explainable. It's like, well, fucking explain it.
Go ask Perplexity.
Because I've been looking into it, and I can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit. I had some other shit I was going to say, and I can't fucking remember it now.
If you go to my current one and go to the bottom, that PFL Africa.
Yeah.
So PFL is like the MMA organization, and for whatever reason, they kind of split their stuff up by country. So they've had regular PFL, then they've had PFL Europe, and they just announced PFL Africa. And someone was like,
what's PFL? That's just another fighting organization?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I thought it was football.
No, another MMA organization. And when they announced PFL Africa, they decided that the way to do it would be to put it on a engraved rapper-esque chain that they didn't feel the need to do when they announced PFL Europe. They didn't get a gold chain.
No, they stamped it on a fucking meat pie.
It's just interesting that you're a fucking full-blown real company and nobody was like, is this weird that... Because just let me ask this. Can someone explain why we're doing a golden chain? Like,
someone tell me why this was
racism.
That's not the belt. That's just them announcing it.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
That's just like a AI-generated image for like, hey, what's more African than
a gold
black
chain.
people? And what's more black people than gold chains?
Gold chains. It'd be funny if they switched the belt to a chain. That'd be funny.
Wouldn't be bad. Like how the football players have the big links that they put around each other when they do something good.
Yes.
That one college team that does that.
Yeah.
They have like a giant necklace that when someone like lays somebody out, they come off the field and they're like, hell yeah. And they put a fucking giant, like big old gold ropes.
That's funny.
You hear about either of those two things at the bottom?
No. Shannon Sharp, Kanye. This is good.
Which one you want?
Give me Kanye. The king.
He released a song about his cousin whose penis he sucked.
Shut the fuck up.
From the ages of 6 till 14.
Shut the fuck up.
And it was because they found his dad's Playboys, which obviously you don't see dicks in Playboy. It's only just pictures of girls.
Yeah.
As far as I understand.
I would never want that.
And then
a print of a dick? No.
He said he found his mom's porn, which had dicks in it.
It's weird the mom had porn.
Yes. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
I ain't hating. It's weird. It's uncommon.
Yeah. I did a full spread.
But there's dicks in there. So I guess I think it was him and his cousin that was either comparable age or maybe a little bit younger. But Kanye said he sucked his dick from like 6 to 14 or something. And that was like in the song. It's like a bad song though.
What's the press on this? I haven't heard shit.
I think everyone just doesn't.
No one's touching it.
No one deals with Kanye.
This is insane.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like, do you think all the Nazi shit was a psyop to just slip in the cousin dick sucking and then he's gonna go back to being a Nazi?
I think he's just like, I think he's doing the Nazi shit and like people were freaking out. It sounds like he's doing the Nazi shit. People are freaking out. And then he did the Klan outfit and people are like, oh, it's Kanye. And I feel like everything's toned down. People aren't really giving him much shit anymore.
So he was like,
maybe he's a little hungry.
I got to go for broke.
You know, yeah, maybe he's a little hungry.
Attention starved.
That's fucking crazy. That's the last thing you rap about.
People were making the point like, damn, it's not even a good song.
No. He has an album. He released his one album. The production was cool. It was like all samples and like There was one song he sampled his Cortex song. It was great. It was really cool.
I was rapping about sampling his cousin's dome.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? Like,
It's not good.
that's insane.
Can't be rapping about incest.
Can't be rapping about gay incest. That'll get you blocked on YouTube.
I don't know if there's a thing more hated in the black community. So that's Kanye's big news.
What's Shannon Sharp do?
Shannon Sharp allegedly
Sucked his dad's dick.
Shannon Sharp sucked his own dick, but he did it in public. No, Shannon Sharp allegedly, don't want to say the R word, but maybe
Aped.
girl. And so basically,
Like recently?
yeah, so I guess he's just got like prostitutes, or not, I don't know if they're like hot girls on Instagram that fuck people. I don't know if that's a prostitute or not anymore, if that's just like what girls do.
That's you call that like an OnlyFans model.
Yeah, I think that's actually what she is, was an OnlyFans model. They're just like professional hot girls that
You're a whore.
you're like a trophy wife that doesn't get married. You're like
You're
a
a whore.
gold digger.
Yeah.
But like with
What
the,
a life.
But
How
with a
easy this would
transaction though, like there is the transaction part of like I'm giving you this. So I think
Which
it
should be prostitution.
but I think because it's OnlyFans, it's different.
If you film it, it's not.
But they didn't film it. It's an OnlyFans girl, so I think he's more hitting those people up, being like, how much to fly you out and fuck you.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
more like what amount of money do I have to gift you for you to then gift me? It's not like I'm paying for sex.
I see what you're saying.
You know
It's
what I
not
mean?
like she's being like 25 for a blowjob, 50 to
Yeah, there's not a
swallow.
menu. It's more like an experience or whatever. Like, you're gonna fly me
Like an
out.
escort.
I guess more leaning that way. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Who cares? I guess her contention was that he signed up for just fucking her, I guess, and then he ended up like putting in her ass and then came inside her, which she didn't agree to either of those things. And then I guess
How vicious. I mean, can you imagine the pain this woman felt? If you're not expecting it.
yeah, if you've
Just right in the ass. That's
Yeah.
insane.
it's got to be a rough one. OnlyFans checks. I'm sure she's fine.
She's
But,
fine. She's been there.
Yeah, I can't
Done that,
imagine this news for her.
Yeah.
But there was another thing where I guess, they were arguing on the phone, maybe back and forth in messages, I don't know. And he said something about, like, if you say that again, I'm going to choke you. But there was, like, sexual choke talk over here, and then there was the threat choke talk over here. And it was kind of different vibes.
So it sounds like this is just a dispute of this is a hooker disputing that he paid me to come on my ass. Instead, he put it in my ass. There was a miscommunication.
Well, I feel like if it was a hooker, she would just be needing the more money because that would have been on the menu, and it's just a matter of you got to pay for that.
So now she's
She's
afraid
like-
of the threat.
She's saying, yeah, I was raped because I'm not a hooker. I just came out to have sex, and we laid down the ground rules of this and that, and he
A hooker.
but isn't a hooker.
This is insane.
I
don't get these cross. Like,
I think it's like the classic argument of he's like, no, she was into it. She likes getting choked, and she's like, I'm scared because he's giant and threatened to choke me.
what's his face just got popped for that? Or that Andrew Tate dude was apparently choking a bitch too hard during sex, and she called the police or something.
Yeah, that guy. Fucking-
Did
That
you
guy
hear,
sucks.
did you hear Warmo talking about him with
You see him just like on the couch lifting weights.
Yeah, no,
like
it's disgusting.
It is this, and
No,
then
it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Did you hear Warmo talking about him in
that mouse around.
the porta potty parties?
Yeah,
About how like he's hanging out in Dubai a lot, and Dubai, I guess these people just fly out. The same thing, Instagram girls, OnlyFans chicks, and they pay him and they do whatever, and then they go home and then they fly him back and they offer him a lot of money, and they come back, and then they just like sucker punch a chick and shit on her face,
yeah.
and it's like, and then just like leave her on the side of the road, and it's like, yeah, that's just Dubai. You just do that. So all these propaganda videos where it's like so safe in Dubai, it's like, yeah, it's fucking safe because they'll blow your head off for one. Two, they're just fucking pounding these chicks out, leaving them on the side of the road. It's like,
When they were talking about that, I thought it was funny at first in the sense that like All right, like, you want to fancy yourself a sex worker. It's not all just, like, letting dudes suck your tits. Sometimes it's getting shit on.
Yeah.
But, yeah, then really took it too far.
That's fucking crazy. Porta potty part. Apparently that's where Andrew Tate's been hanging out.
No, that guy sucks.
Yeah, I never got. He fell in the category of those guys that are like, I read a book a day. That's how I got this Lambo.
I just don't understand how people, like, still people will post his shit. Like, he's back. And
He's the alpha male.
This shit is gay, bro.
He's the alpha. He is the peak male form. He doesn't take shit.
I like when dudes
Gives
just, people post, like, shit sucking him off, and then people just post him, like, getting knocked out underneath it.
Has he been knocked out?
Yeah.
By who?
Just people. He's a kickboxer. He's been knocked out.
I didn't know he was a kickboxer.
That's what people think he was, like. People will literally be, like, make TikToks about him, about how, like, if he competed in the UFC today, he would be a top 3 middleweight. And people delusional.
That's insane. How? Like, it's just delusion. Just people are fucking.
People are just fucking retarded, and they believe they don't look into shit. It's the same thing as, like, when people are like, "Oh, that guy sucked at fighting." It's like, you're saying this literally having never watched him. You Wikipedia'd his record, so they Wikipedia Andrew Tate. They see a lot of wins, and they go, "Wow, he must have been really good." It's like,
but it's like that dude with the fuzzy hair and the fucking colored hair. Like, he's won a bunch, but are they just feeding him these fucking nobodies?
on an even greater scale.
I don't even know his name.
Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
That dude got fed fights in the UFC. Andrew Tate was at, like, this level of kickboxing. It was, like...
Tiers below.
Yeah, not, like...
He's getting knocked out there.
He's at, like, the one where it starts to become, like, legitimate. So it's not like Fugazi. He was in a real thing, but it's, like, the entry level of that.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't even know he fought.
Yeah.
What a fucking pussy.
Well, that's what people will be like, I'd like to see you get in the ring. Do you want to watch a fish tank thing?
Yeah. You got a lot of stuff in here.
Don't go scrolling through my shit.
That's secret.
You animal.
That's for later. Oh, is this a new one?
This was 2 episodes ago.
I played from right here. The end?
Yeah, but just... This girl is new to the house, and Jimmy doesn't like her. And the thing she's got there is Jimmy's, and it was a gift. And Jimmy's a fucking retard, if you remember. And...
Which one's Jimmy again?
The spaz idiot.
That's the
he was the one that
wood has nail or metal in it?
Yes.
That guy? Okay.
Jimmy. Show me where the wood has metal in it. That's Jimmy. So Jimmy is attached to this fucking children's toy because it was a gift from the fans that hate him, but they gifted him this toy because you can buy dumb shit for them. And she's going to destroy it as an act of war against
aggression.
Yes.
So play.
Yes.
Because we want to be fair, like America's not fair.
I want to know if the audience, let's let the audience decide.
Jimmy, come here!
He notices that she's missing.
Smash it, 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 smash it.
Oh shit!
Jimmy, stop!
I didn't do anything to her. She fucking picked that shit up, fucking swung the hammer. Don't you fucking do that.
Shut the fuck up. All I do is just fucking grab her by the sleeve and it's like, nope. I just fucking grabbed her by the sleeve and it's like, no.
What a fucking shot,
that.
the fucking shining shot.
You don't get all fucking pissy because I figured out your fucking game and it's like, I got the cocaine out. I got the cocaine out. I'm gonna fucking hit you. Fucking.
It's over, man. I'm sorry. Based on the clip I just saw, it's over.
That's crazy, man.
It's like, I
Oh, he's done. He got kicked off.
And like she gets to raise a fucking mallet at me.
Bro, he fucking whipped that hammer at her.
He goes,
Was that a croquet mallet?
She didn't raise the hammer at you, Jimmy. You raised it at her. Like, calls bullshit immediately.
I hate to see you go through this,
But
man.
not only that,
But you gotta stay in your 3 foot.
Is that the racist gay guy?
I've been trying, man.
You
Fuck.
gotta stay.
I've
They
been
just
trying all
cry.
day,
That's
man.
fine.
It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do when a woman's like this? She knows that my fucking tensions are high.
No, man, but you gotta know when to
You could
hold
end it.
back.
It
I
was
can
just
see you get
a
jumped a bunch of
shot.
times.
Buddy, bro. Dumbass, you did not start that confrontation. It's your fault.
That's fucking great. Dude, he fucking whipped that mallet. You would fuck someone. That's a croquet mallet.
And then he throws the bed up to block the door. That's like in Reno. It's like, yeah, they circled the wagon.
They circled the wagon. Oh, they broke that kid's jaw, man. He couldn't even.
They fucked everything they could.
Bust his shoulders, fuck his shoulder blades.
Fuck his shoulder blades, back of his knees.
The back of his knees. See, you don't want to break the jaw because you still want it to close.
They just.
That's fucked up. That was in the newest season?
This was 2 episodes ago.
Is he still dressed as the Southern dude?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam Hyde is. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
And then in the next episode, because they have these guys that are in costume that come around. It was more a thing in the first season. I don't see them as much in this one. But they're in costume where their faces are covered, and they come around and, like, fuck with people. And one of them came around in the episode after this, and he took his mask off, and it was Jimmy with Joker makeup.
What? Oh, that dude! I saw that clip. That's actually been going around. It popped up on my thing. It said Joker Jimmy.
Oh,
and I was
really?
like, the fuck is? I didn't click on it, but I saw it. So that's funny. That's what it was.
It was it was a very good reveal on their part. This was him on his return. He'd already been kicked off the show. This is him on good behavior. Threw a mallet at someone, got kicked off, and then they were like, "God damn it, Jimmy. You are the content king. Get back in there." They let him go back in with Joker makeup. A guy rings the bell to challenge him, and it became a thing. Oh, let me see the mouse. I wonder if this is in this episode, too.
So he's done. He's out.
Well, so they let him back in as the Joker, and then this dude challenges him, and it became a thing where if you challenge the, usually they challenge each other, and it's like some type of game or whatever, but they started challenging Sam, the Southern guy, playing Southern, and the other producers, and when they challenged them, they just box, and they just beat the fuck out of the contestant, and they're like, yeah, don't challenge me again. So boxing became a thing that you could do as a challenge. So the dude challenges Jimmy. He's much smaller, and Jimmy starts beating him up, gasses. And he starts
Jimmy gasses out.
Starts calling timeout and stuff, and Sam Hyde's like, "Nope, can't do it. Like, you got to fight him." And he keeps being like, "Well, just hold on." He's like, "No, you either quit or you beat him up. You have 30 pounds on him." And he eventually gives up because he just he's swinging so hard and missing and gassed out. So then Sam Hyde takes him by the shirt and took him and threw him out of the house. He's yelling at him like, "You had one thing to do. You had to beat a guy 30 pounds lighter than you, and you couldn't do it."
So he's off the show?
Yeah, because now he's not the content.
This wasn't him off the show?
This was his second time off the show. That was the
third time?
Yes. But the first two were in-house things, and they were like, it is kind of funny, though. This one was like, "No, you're a faggot. I don't like you. Get off the show."
That's crazy.
You gassed out and couldn't beat a guy 30 pounds lighter than you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You would think the mallet would be the last straw.
Legally, yeah.
I mean, you would think.
Well, the girl, I think, gets kicked. I think she leaves in the meantime. So I think that was
Oh, so they were like,
technically no reason you can't be back.
You could technically still be here.
And then the reason he wanted to fight the dude in the first place was because while he got kicked off, I guess he got his phone back and he found the people that watch this show found out about TJ. He has a gamer tag.
Yeah.
Or and his gamer tag exists on a porn website, and the porn website is about horses fucking people
What
and
the
incest.
That's his gamer tag?
He used
It's linked. It's the same. It's the same name. Same name.
So they found it, and it's all horse porn and incest porn. And he commented on one of the videos saying I wish I could do this to my daughter one day or something. So they don't even know if it's him technically because it could just be the same gamer tag.
Does he have a daughter?
No, he's 20.
Okay,
he's an
it's not-
literally an
so it's not
autistic
him.
22-year-old.
him.
Yeah. Well, he's saying one day with daughter.
Yeah.
He could have a daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but he was literally defending he thought he was defending a guy I'm going to beat the fuck out of this guy who wants to fuck his kid. And he quit.
That's fucking wild.
It's a great show.
Yeah, I don't get how this shit's like. This is like a psychological. This and like the rehearsal.
Oh. It's gonna
I don't
be
get
an
it.
intense season. I'm
Like you're
telling you.
fucking people up.
These people look so bad from all the cigarettes they've been smoking.
Oh, I bet. I bet their breath is horrendous.
All the house must be crazy all day.
Is that all they do?
Well, because the people gift them cigarettes, so they get handed to them lit, so they just have.
So
to
they're
smoke
all
them.
smoking cigarettes constantly?
For large chunks of time. Yeah, not as much in the later episodes, but for like a few of the middle ones, they are just chiefing.
Yeah. I'd be pretty hyped in the beginning. Be like, fuck yeah. Could somebody give me another fucking cigarette?
And then eventually, well, one of the challenges was to they split the house in half and put them in 2 rooms. And they were like, whoever can smoke the most cigarettes wins. And people are putting like 10 in their mouth and just like huffing them down.
My God.
It's so hard to watch because you just get all gaggy.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't do that shit.
It's no bueno.
I can't smoke a cigarette unless I'm drunk, to be honest with you.
I can't get drunk unless I'm on pills.
I went golfing yesterday.
Did you?
Not like, we were supposed to go golfing. We went there, and I guess it rained in the morning, so like you can't run the carts. Brother, I ain't fucking walking. You can go fuck yourself. I'll wait. So we hit like 4 buckets of balls, just drank, and I'm getting there, and I'm like, I'm going to fucking be shit. I haven't swung golf club in yet. I'm tight.
The wrenches.
Terrible, man. Terrible. Get there. I'm lacing these balls. Perfect. Insane.
In the zone.
In the zone. I'm locked in. This fucking kid behind me, he comes up and he hears me and my buddy Brendan talking about like a 2-iron Brendan wants. And the guy goes, "Oh, you want to try mine?" And I'm like, "Sure." Best shot I've ever hit in my fucking life. Insane.
Yeah, pretty good.
He goes, "Man, that was a good shot." I go, "I appreciate you, brother." Hell yeah. And then I got drunk and I started shanking him.
You were enjoying white culture.
But yeah. Exactly. The whitest people of them all are on the golf course.
A safe haven. See this lady. I don't know if I brought this up before. This lady can smell Parkinson's disease.
I read it earlier. I didn't hear you talking about it.
She got 11 out of 12 people, and then the 12th person went and got diagnosed with it, so she was 12 for 12. She can just smell Parkinson's.
What does it smell like?
I don't know. I'm not the lady, but
Yeah, but she can't describe it.
no, she's some lady from Australia. They don't know how to talk.
They can't understand
Yeah,
that.
what do you mean?
Oh, they smell like a fucking water bear. Over there in the bush.
Cool.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
But-
Dogs can smell disease.
Well, dogs are dogs. This lady's a lady. You're going to tell me if we can smell Parkinson's, I can't have fucking superpowers? And that things aren't just a matter of, like, figuring shit out? She's clearly, like, got a dumb brain or, like, a different brain that allows her to do that. If you had enough different brains, you'd find a brain that could let you fucking do shit,
Yeah.
I think.
She would be on that, remember that show back in the day, Stan Lee's Superhumans?
Yeah.
Remember that?
I
She'd
didn't
be
watch-
on
I
that.
know of it,
Yeah. He would always be like I used to watch it. And it would be like just some dude that's like a contortionist. And it'd be like, Mr. Rubber Band. Super
This guy
Band.
that, like, kind of has webbed fingers.
Yeah.
It's like, that doesn't really seem to help much.
The human fish.
Yeah. I'm glad shows like that exist so you can really see how bad Stan Lee is at everything. Anytime he's ever been on his own, he's awful.
He wasn't even like taught. It was literally just like they would put him in front of a camera and it felt like it was like the 10th time. And they'd be like, I just need you to say, he's the human rubber band. They go, he's Stretch Luther.
Yeah.
It's like, no.
Stretch Luther.
The human rubber band.
Yeah, no, Stan Lee sucks.
Yeah, she'd be on that.
I wish people. That's the documentary.
Mrs. Dog Nose.
Yeah, probably. That's what he would do.
Yeah. Stanley? Stan. Can I call you Stan? I need you to.
Stan, we don't have to go with the first name that comes to
Yeah.
mind. We can workshop it.
She's the super sniffer, Stan. Super sniffer.
But what if What if she's like she's from Australia? So what if she's like a koala but she's a nose?
Stanley, she's a man.
What if she's a koala, but instead of ears, she's got 3 noses, like
the nose
like
witch,
a tiki torch.
like a tiki torch.
The hell else they got over there? Crocodiles? A crocodile with a nose for a tail. Like Stan. Have you taken your medicine this morning?
Was he married? Yeah.
Yeah. The secretary.
I invented Spider-Man.
Back in the old days, Flo, I believe was her name.
Shut the fuck. Flo? That's a good one.
I'm pretty sure. Well, they used to talk about people in the office.
Yeah.
And for a nerd like me, you go, oh my God. That must have been so fun. Fag. No, but she would talk about how, like, if she was walking in to give Stan Lee and Jack Kirby some papers, she'd find Stan Lee, like, acting something out on the table. And it's like, yeah, the guy sucked. Jack Kirby was trying to do business and go home to his fucking family.
Stanley's on that. What if he did this?
He's like, what if, can you draw a guy if he was doing
in this position?
It's like, yeah, I'm literally the best artist in the world. I can do it. Stan, I was all state. I'll put the ball wherever you want me to.
I can do anything. I could fucking do anything. Tell me what you want, I'll fucking do it.
He was like Chalk Zone with a pencil. Do whatever I want out here. No, there's a bunch of good, like, mini documentaries about it, but all of them are about, like, how cool Jack Kirby is or about how cool Steve Ditko is. So when they get to the Stan Lee part, they're just kind of like, he wasn't great about, like, to them.
Nobody puts it on him.
I need the anti-Stan Lee doc that's fully like, yo, fuck this guy. He went out. Huh?
That there isn't one out there?
No, that's what I'm saying. You get the story from, like, here's the Marvel story. So it's like, you know, it's not going to shit on him. Or then you get the Jack Kirby story. So it talks about Stan Lee, how he was bad to Jack, but no one's going to go out of their way to, like, bash him. You know what I mean? Because then it doesn't help your book.
It doesn't help anybody.
Your story.
No,
go out
people
there.
fucking love the dude.
Yeah, so no one's going to go out of their way.
Especially since the movies. He's the fucking...
Did you see the Stan Lee cameo?
He was the DJ in the
I know who that is. A lot of people watch the movie. They probably think, like, what is that? I'm like, that's Stan Lee. He invented Spider-Man. And then I go, walk up behind him. Go, sweet child. You're going where I want to be.
Snatch someone's fucking throat out.
There was a fight at a golf course I saw a video of, and the one guy literally goes, I don't know what he was going for, but what he ends up doing looks like he goes to try to snap the guy's neck.
Can you imagine?
He runs up, and I don't know if he tries to, like, I think it's like slick, because he kind of like slides by him, and kind of like hooks his jaw, so I think that's why it looks like he tries to.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he was going for. But he
Can you do that?
In what?
Can you?
Oh, is that a real thing?
Yeah, like in like a Schwarzenegger movie, you'd see him like sneak up on a guy and just be like.
I think that's a thing where that's not like a move to do that. I think if you're crazy strong, you could break whatever's in someone's neck by doing that. You know what I mean?
Okay, but it's not going to be fucking quick like that.
I don't think that's a thing for like the ninja to walk up and be like,
yeah, no, that'd be insane. You'd slit the guy's throat.
That's all they're doing is the same thing I do to crack my neck.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
You're just doing it fast and strong.
If a guy's crazy strong and walks up behind you and has a grip on your neck like a fucking pit bull, I think he could twist your head around to fuck you up.
Yeah.
But that's not like a thing to be like.
Yeah, no. We've talked about the ripping off the arm.
Mm-hmm.
Could you do that? Yeah.
With enough force?
Yeah. That'd be incredible.
Well, that Kengan that me and Nick like, that anime, there's that one scene, because the dude from Germany is all hopped up on steroids. He's like a big strongman power lifter guy, and they juice him with all the best steroids and shit that Germany. He's like Drago, but even crazier.
Yeah.
And
Nazi. Not Russian.
Not a Nazi either. Nazi science. Pumped into him, for sure. He meets this lady in the hallway, and her thing is that she's a taekwondo bitch, and she used to do ballet, so she, like, has all these crazy spin kicks.
Yeah.
And she's been, like, murking people with these. And she meets him and goes to do it and lands it, and he goes, you hear, like, the impact, and she thinks it's over, and then he just, like, lifts up like a giant and just grabs her leg, and he goes, you hit my cervical vertebrae.
Oh, you told me this one, yeah.
That probably would have hurt me if I didn't have such extensive neck muscle. And then he powderizes her leg in his hand, like just fucking, and lifts her up by it. It's like when it's like fucking 400 pounds of raw muscle, you know what I mean?
That's great, yeah.
And she's like 125.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could spin
Which
around.
isn't a fair matchup.
Well, brother, these are Kengan matches.
These are, it's no hold bars.
This is like basically the Kumite.
Is it to the death?
It can be. You can tap out if you want.
Nobody's tapping.
No, people tap out because you're an investment from the business, so you can't just die.
Are they like injecting people with shit?
No,
Oh, okay.
you're an investment like
a sports.
you're
player.
on. They paid for like you to be on retainer to fight for them.
I see.
So if you die, they're like, "Fuck, we got to go find a new guy."
Yeah.
Versus like letting them heal up and come back out. You lose to one guy doesn't mean you can't beat the fuck out of most of the guys you need them to.
Yeah. It'd be crazy if that was just a life you can have.
This guy I follow on Twitter that's like our age, maybe a little bit younger, that he's from the UK and he's in Thailand right now. He's a Thai fighter and Thai fighter. Nice. I thank you. He's on his way to a fight last night, like the biggest one of his career so far.
Yeah.
He got bit by a rabid dog.
Do you have rabies?
I don't think so, but he like tore his whole leg up, and then he went and fought and lost because his leg, like, he was trying to kick with a fucking dog wound leg.
Claims that in the ring. Yeah, I don't know. Shit got torn up.
Yeah, that does. There's insurance in fucking Phuket. Jesus, no. No, you go to some fucking
Dude,
hospital.
and he throws salt water and honey on
it. Yeah, I've seen this before.
That dog gets you?
Here's the thing, bud. Out of gauze.
How'd it go?
Can I see your t-shirt?
I got banana leaves.
I got banana peels.
It's disgusting. Phuket.
Okay.
My sister been there.
Beautiful.
She said that the place was very nice, and then it was like you go on the beach and the water's like brown. It's like, well, this is not really as beautiful as you'd expect. The Indian Ocean, you know, it's not as beautiful as you'd expect.
I would expect the Indian Ocean to be brown.
I mean, yeah, you say it like that, of course. You put a racist context on it, yeah.
That's in your racist heart, brother.
But no,
I said nothing.
But no, she's walking down the beach, and there's just from the hotels, there's just a trench that leads into the ocean, right? The Indian Ocean, and it is just shit, like shit, sewage going into the fucking ocean, and there's people swimming in the fucking ocean. It's disgusting. It's like, what is happening? You guys are that far back in fucking technology, like you don't know, like this is a resort, baby. I paid big money to be here. I paid about $300 American for about a month.
That's all the people in that fucking show. It's all people being like, oh, if you're going to stay here, if you're going to visit, I don't know, nice, but if you're going to go to Dubai, you've got to stay at the fucking Ritz. It's simply the best. It's all like nice resorts these people
White
stay
Lotus?
at. Yeah. It sucks.
Oh, if you're in
Aubrey Plaza's in it, and she hasn't gotten naked yet. It's really upsetting because everyone gets naked in this show. Her husband's been naked like 3 times. She hasn't been
hangs
naked.
dong,
Like all the way close to it.
cum gutters.
Yeah, dick root.
Wow.
They showed the one guy eating that guy's ass, but I don't think they showed him dick yet.
What?
I didn't tell you that?
No.
Yeah, it's the
This is White Lotus.
There's a dude posted up at
Ass eating is insane in a show.
guy on guy ass eating.
That's
That show's
insane.
Tasteful, heterosexual ass eating.
Heterosexual rim job is fine. That's
No,
empowering.
a guy's
woman.
posted up at. They're all fucked up on like uppers and shit, and the guy's posted up at the desk, and the dude is behind him with like spreading his cheeks out, like getting up in there. It's crazy.
They're showing this.
I mean, they show it in the way like Cinemax would show it, not like porn shows it, you know. But it's like more than you were, you're watching and trying to watch a nice show with dinner, and someone's getting his ass.
I'm trying to watch a show with at dinner.
Some guy with a mustache is eating some guy's ass
Disgusting.
after snorting a bunch of blow.
Can you imagine? Like, Joey Diaz would have those things, those stories where it's like, yeah, fucking, you snort some blow, you're at the club all night, you go home, you eat the girl's ass. It's like, that's disgusting. That's just.
Well, when he had Wolf of Wall Street dude on, he was saying how coke just makes you like a sex deviant.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what it is about it. It just makes you want to do like the most fucked up shit.
Yeah. And really get off on it. It's crazy.
Me, I just like to take pills and then not even be able to get hard.
Yeah. Well, this was fun.
I thought so.
Hey, we'll see you fuckers next week.